Hey everybody, welcome to Startup Chuck. Today we are going to talk about updating my chocolate fountain. I think if you saw my previous video, I had made a chocolate fountain with a conveyor belt and it worked pretty well last year, but it made a huge mess. There was chocolate all over the table because all the chocolate kept dripping off the conveyor and dribbling down onto the table, and it was a big mess from that standpoint. So this year I got a little bit smarter and I made a circular version. And so let's get started on the build on that and check it out. Here's the coater from last year. It worked pretty well. I like the speed. However, as you can see, chocolate just was dripping everywhere. For this year's setup, I started off with my chocolate fountain from Wilton, and then I added in this 11-inch grate, and that's just a cooking grill. I got a 6 RPM motor, and then 5 pounds of Ghirardelli dark chocolate. Now, I didn't want to have any chocolate, I guess, exit this bowl area. So I wanted the grate to be about the same size. And then I also didn't want to have it drop to fall like last year where like it was coming off from really high up. And so I started off by making a big round gear in Onshape, and then basically cut it down to 1/4 the size so I could print it on my printer. I made a motor gear for it, and then a motor mount so that it could fit onto the side of the bowl. And then on top of that, I needed a waterfall, or I guess a choco fall guide. And so this would allow the chocolate to drip down lower. And it worked pretty well. You'll see I need a little bit of a cutout here, and then maybe a little bit of a wider section here to keep it from dropping too soon. And then last but not least, I needed an air knife in order to get the chocolate to get blown off and cool down as it was going past. So a little bit of 3D printing later, and I had my first part. I'm trying to figure out how to cut this wired grate in the center here. And so I think I figured out a method. I kind of marked it, but I didn't really trust that. So instead, I'm going to put painter's tape down. And then I'll mark it. And then I'll just snip wherever the tape is through the tape. Oh, I'm glad I did this. It's such an optical illusion. It might not even be symmetric. Okay, so if I cut that out, I should be good to go. I'm gonna line this up now here like this. Go around it again. Okay. Get my snips. Ugh, won't work. I think I need some real wire cutters. That worked. Turned out pretty good. It's okay. Could use some TLC. Maybe I'll just make that collar much bigger. Okay, so I'm going to print a collar that'll go around this. We got this guy, printed out these gears to go around it. So let's attach them. Alright, so my gear is maybe gotta get flipped. Let's find out. And then rotated. Look at it go! Oh, it got stuck. Alright. We need to get this thing centered and rotating better. So, we need a wider disc in the middle and maybe some zip tie points. And we're getting closer. And in theory, this guy will go like that, and then I'll have my little waterfall section. Woo! Alright. Oh, is this the gear? Well, that's the old gear. Oh, that's so cool. If you screw up the sinking on the motor, it'll reverse. That's kind of neat. Alright, so we decided bigger version of this guy. It works! Alright, so we got this new spacer on here, and we're just trying to figure out where it needs to be to get centered. It's kind of hard, honestly, to figure that out. Oh, I love it. It's so beautiful. I can just watch this. It's so mesmerizing. This is a 5 to 6 RPM motor. Oh, it's so much simpler than my old version. Love it. I think we're ready to go coat some stuff in chocolate. The one thing I added on here is I added this rubber O-ring, so that way it would keep this center part nice and centered, and that kept the gear working, which is what I wanted. So overall, that's working a lot better. Alright, we got this whole thing ready. It's spinning. We've got the air knife. We've got our things to coat in chocolate. So I'm gonna get the chocolate, I'm gonna dump it in here, and then we've got all of our things that we want to coat over here. So let's get started. Ooh, chocolate waterfall. So offhand, I would go to a faster motor because 6 RPM is not enough. This thing needs to be moving a little quicker. Or I can make this gear bigger. One of the two. Secondly, I need to get more chocolate so that this waterfall is a little bit more even. Got way too much thickness here. Not quite sure how I would do that, but something I could figure out. This is an improvement over last year though, for sure. Plus, if something's not fully coated, I can just let it go around again. Oh, let's see how the air knife does. We can turn it up a little if we really stir it. Make sure it doesn't burn. Yum, 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 yum. Water full of chocolate. Oh, Max.
Great.
Yeah, you chocolate coating pro.
Yep.
And roving master. Cool thing is we could just let everything keep going around and it would just coat it more and more and more and more. Spend all this time
Spend all this
pretzel.
time. I made one tiny pretzel. Coated in chocolate 10,000 times.
The fountain's doing better now. I think maybe if it was angled slightly more up or more down.
I feel like there should be a tiny little button.
It needs to be wider at the top
Wider at the top.
to stop it from
Yeah.
flowing
So
straight
it
down.
goes.
Yeah, I agree. All right, future improvements. But otherwise, like, this is way cleaner. I think next year I want to make a chocolate water slide. Whee! Cleanup is a snap. I think that worked pretty awesome. My kids definitely helped out a ton. I think we got about 6 or 7 sheets full of chocolate coated goodies all done. What I was really impressed with more than anything was the fact that the air blower lasted for about 45 minutes on one 4-amp-hour battery, which is pretty long. Downside was very, very, very loud. So I don't know if I would do it that way again. Probably would, but at least wear earplugs. The big thing though is that I got way more things coated because the air knife, it cut the chocolate down so that way it wasn't having too thick of a coating on everything. Plus, for things that weren't completely coated, it did a great job of blowing chocolate onto those areas and coating it. So overall, I think an air knife is a sweet improvement. So pretty happy. Cleanup was a cinch, and hopefully all my in-laws like the chocolate I made them, and if not, well, oh well. All right, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. What do you think, Max? Is this a complete success?
Sure.